I played you Elaine Shine. And listen, that's exactly what our youth entrepreneurs are doing this morning. Shining as bright as a diamond, shining and letting us know Udume Ngani. And my next youth entrepreneur is no different. First things first, please tell us your name and Udume Ngani. Chief?
Grand Rising. How are you all doing?
We blessed and highly favored, Marks. How are you this morning?
Very well, thank you, very well. Thank you. You're speaking to, it's Marks C Dube, all the way from 1632, the CEO and founder of Tembisa Content TV, production agency. That is about amplifying and telling African stories and, helping brands and working with brands to tell stories that matter. And, finding our voice and following ourselves. So what we do, we tell stories for living, we help brands tell their stories. We help people find their voice and amplify those voices.
I love that. And Marks, in your own words, what would you say, what problem are you solving and why does it matter to you?
We are the voice. We are the voice of the people, Our companies and our brands have never been amplified. Nobody talks about them. So I'm here to talk about and help those that can't speak,
I mean, we've all heard about the glory stories about how people have gotten their businesses off the ground. But be real with us and tell us what's been your biggest I almost gave up moment. If you can think into those archives and say, yo, please share, because it was just so heavy.
When you run this thing, I got to a point where I was working on this project and I never got paid after working on the project for like 2 to 3 years.
Sure.
Yeah, and it really broke me. I think it got to a point where I had to even take our laptops to like a pawn shop so that we could pay rent that month, because we were supposed to get paid after working on this project for so long, and the money never came.
Right.
It really broke us, it really broke me to a point I was like, I didn't understand that, we push so hard to work so hard and give everything that we have to ourselves to this project. And at the end, the payment never came. And
right.
That really did destabilize me. It's a point I was like, what's the point of doing this thing? People don't have integrity, people can't trust people,
Oh, that's deep. Marks, the thing about the youth and what they have to understand, especially the 2000s, you will have setbacks, okay? I have this saying that you must eat your failures, your setbacks for breakfast, okay? And that's exactly what Marks is telling us. Marks, very quickly, how can people support you? How can people reach out to you? And how do you tell their stories?
Get us at Tembisa Content TV on Instagram. If you a person who wants to amplify their business, you want to tell your stories, you want to make a commercial, you want to do a documentary, and you're just trying to grow your brand. You don't know where your brand is at the moment. You want us to come through. We can work with you to get your brand to where you want it.
If you're not inspired, listen, mate, I don't know. Perhaps the music will. Perhaps the music will continue to, but we're still out here, we're still grooving. If you've just tuned in, you're listening to myself, Amina Williams, on The Breakfast Show. It is voter registration weekend, so I do suspect that the multi-purpose center will be packed and full. So if you are a young person, especially if you're a young person, do the right thing and make your mark, okay? The class of 1976 didn't rebel for nothing. I would hope not. And it just takes us to lead by example and do the absolute most.